Okay, so extra credit assignment number 1. We're going to write an exponential function in the form y equals a times b to the x, whose graph passes through the given points. So in order to do this, you need to plug in the points into the function, whatever function it is. So if you're given 2 points, we're going to write an equation incorporating one of the points. So let's start with 1, 3. So remember that the first coordinate is x, the second coordinate is y. So plugging these in, we get 3 equals a times b to the x, in this case to the first power. Okay? And then in the other one, plugging in the 12 equals a times b squared. This is called system of equations. Okay? So to solve the system, I'm going to go ahead and use substitution. Substitution method means that we have to take one of these equations and solve for one of the variables. So I'm going to go ahead and use the second equation, and I'm going to go ahead and solve for a. So solving the second equation for a, okay, so since these are multiplying, I'm going to divide by b squared to cancel it out. So now what I have here is I have a equals 12 over b squared. So I just solved this equation right here for a. Substitution method tells us to take this and substitute it into the other equation for a. So we get 3 equals, and we're going to substitute this in, so 12 over b squared times b. And now we can solve this equation for b. So we get b cancels one of those b's, and we have 3 equals 12 over b. Solving for b, cross multiplying, I get 3b equals 12, and so b equals 4. So we know that the base of our function is 4. That also tells us that we have a growth, since this value is greater than 1. Now to find the a value. Well, since we know that b is 4, we're just going to plug it into this little formula right here and solve for a. So 4 squared, so that's 12 over 16. And that's going to reduce down. 4 goes into both of them. So a is equal to 3/4. So we now have our 2 missing variables. We know what b is and we know what a is. So our equation is going to be y equals 3/4. So we have a vertical compression times our base, which tells us that we have a growth. Excuse me, sorry about that. Vertical compression, or a value, it's less than 1, greater than 0. It's a growth to the x power. And there is our function. Okay, so there's your assignment. You have 3 problems to do. Enjoy.